As the U.S. government organization charged with promoting OPSEC, the IOS recognizes the need to promote awareness of a major threat to the loss of critical information, information that is simply given away in the public domain. We in the national security community can't always publicize our present success because we want to ensure continued future success. The pre-publication review process allows recognition of scientific or academic achievement, but at the same time ensures that our adversaries do not gain critical information that would risk our national security. In addition, pre-publication review experts work with individuals to get their message across in a safe, appropriate manner. Every organization should have its own in-house review process. The video you are about to see, also produced by the National Reconnaissance Office, highlights the danger in ignoring established procedures and stresses the lasting benefit of a robust pre-publication review process. Never forget that the future security of the United States depends on you. And now, I present to you In the Public Domain.
This summarizes my findings on the detection of chemical plumes. Obviously, further testing needs to be conducted, and I'll be providing an update in June at the Vienna conference. In the meantime, copies of this paper are in your proceedings. I'd like to thank you for your attention, and I'd be happy to answer any of your questions individually when we break. Thank you.
I take it your trip was a success.
Couldn't have been easier. They were giving this information away.
It never ceases to amaze me how stupid the Americans can be.
Arrogant is more like it. I don't think they realize how easy it is for us to get this information. The same doctor who wrote this paper is presenting an update in June in Vienna.
Is it is mathematically feasible.
And I am just saying, prove it. Show me the matrix.
Oh, Dr. Burke, how was Chicago?
Windy.
Are you sure that wasn't just the paper you presented? The effects of hot air on a small audience?
Funny, my friend, very funny. But let's see who laughs next month when I'm presenting an update in Vienna.
Vienna?
Uh-huh.
Have you cleared that with Dr. Reingold?
I talked to her about going to the conference, yeah.
No, I mean, has your material been approved for publication?
The Cold War is long over. We needn't concern ourselves with that.
I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, yeah. The Berlin Wall came down and everything. It was in all the papers.
No, I mean about security. I seem to recall a memo somewhere concerning the release of information to the public.
Well, it doesn't matter. My work's not classified. And I'm going to get credit for it.
Sure, publish or perish.
But how do you know your work's not classified, Doctor?
Yes, it may be related to something else that the DoD is working on. I suggest that you run this past the Program Security Office before you pack your suitcase, Herr Doctor.
I'm glad you're here. I proofread the paper and made the corrections. We'll just need to run a copy by Program Security.
What for? I got Reingold's approval. She's my supervisor.
Trust me on this one. Program Security will need to run a check on it. Then we have to get it over to Sam Richards, who's the chief of something called the Information Access and Release Center, IARC for short. That's where you get your final release authority.
Okay, whatever. Just have it back in time to get faxed over to Vienna. I want to make sure it gets printed in the conference proceedings.
Yeah, that's fine. Tuesday's good for me. 2:30? 2:30 is fine. Now, do you... Look, I'm gonna have to call you back.
This is my work. You have no right to tell me I can't present this.
Calm down, Doctor.
Calm down. Calm down. I've been preparing for this conference for months. This is my life's work. And I don't need some bureaucrat telling me that I can't present it. You don't even know what it's about.
I know enough to know the details are very closely related to our core mission area, Dr. Burke. The security of other programs could be affected by the publication of this paper. Have you even checked the MCTL? The militarily critical technologies list?
No, I didn't.
Your theory may be related to a technology identified as critical to national security.
Look, I'm quite sure that no one else is doing this kind of work.
With all due respect, Doctor, you don't know that because you didn't check to find out. Look, why don't we go get a cup of coffee, and I'll explain to you what's going on. Technology transfer is a serious issue these days, Dr. Burke.
Wait a minute. I thought technology transfer was about the DoD sending ideas and technology to industry.
The intelligence community has put a little bit of a different twist on it, having to do with selling or giving away our competitive edge to other countries. And that includes knowledge, like the ideas in your paper.
But they're my ideas.
Yes, but basic research on chemical detection sensors could be related to current classified programs. And it's the compilation of bits and pieces of information that's the problem.
But if it's not classified, I don't understand the issue.
It's a different world out there. You've got CNN, the internet. One of our major adversaries used his intelligence service to help build his capacity to produce weapons of mass destruction. He did it by gathering information from unclassified sources, some of which were technical reports and papers by U.S. scientists and researchers. So, before you write anything relating to your job, you've got to ask yourself one question. Is this something I'd want our adversaries to know?
Ah, Burke, whatever happened with your research? Did it get buried forever?
Not really. And I suppose everything came out for the best.
You don't mean they're going to let you present it after all?
But it is approved for restricted distribution.
That's a new one.
Something they call controlled unclassified information. For example, a paper can be restricted by marking it for DoD agencies only, or U.S. government only. That means it can't go out in the public domain. So, I guess people like you will be the only ones who will be aware of my genius.
What a shame.
I thought I heard there was a review process. What is it?
I guess you're going to have to discover that for yourself.
Oh, please. You're not going to make us go through what you did, are you?
I would have loved to have seen the look on Richard's face, though, when you barged in.
Oh, beware the mad scientist.
All right. Once you get your supervisor's approval for a paper, you need to check the classification guides to see if the topic is classified. Then you want to check the MCTL online to see if your work falls into a protected area.
Okay, and then what?
Well, then you draft your paper and have it reviewed for technical content by your supervisor or subject matter expert.
And if I have questions?
Well, the next step is to run your paper by the Program Security Office. They'll answer any questions you have and may even bring up some additional security issues. Once you resolve those issues, you can send your paper to the IARC for release approval.
That's it?
That's it. Just don't make any changes once the paper's approved, or you have to start the process all over again.
Oh.
Missile struck an undetermined number of secret chemical weapon sites in the early hours of the morning.
I don't understand how they could have found them. There must be a spy.
Or perhaps the Americans are just getting smarter.